I said, Andy's getting generous.
No, Andy said, "What do you think? 110?" I was like, "Try like 100, 105."
101.
And then he goes out and kills a solid 125, 130 inch buck.
So, welcome back to the Hunter Proof podcast. And
We're here.
we're here.
We made it. We skipped last week.
We were hunting together. And
Were
then,
they hunting? Oh, yeah, we were both hunting.
Yeah.
We were in the...
You were filming for me.
Yeah, I didn't film anything, though. You should have shot a doe. You need to shoot more does. That's one of my topics today.
Topics of the night?
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Williams Farm needs more does taken.
Okay. All right.
Flatheads matter, Ben.
Flatheads matter. New shirt idea.
Yeah.
It's right up here. Hunter Proof Whitetails podcast.
Passing them mommy does.
All right. You want to do the first sponsor shout out?
When I'm there for 2 hours and see 25 flatheads, they need to die.
It's not 25.
It's damn close. 20, 18. 18 minimum.
First sponsor, Nate. Hit it.
Busy Bee Chiropractic. Went and saw Britt yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
She's been out hunting a little bit. She's seen some does. She hasn't seen the buck she wants, but I'm sure she'll get it. But yeah, Busy Bee Chiropractics. Get yourself straightened out, and she'll hook you up. She said she was gonna do that for me. I got an ultrasound on my
I did too.
dislocated collarbone. How come you get tape?
Just gotta ask for it. You just gotta sit there and go, Britt, it's just not quite right. She's like, all right, hold on, let me stretch that, put a little tape on it, stretch that, put a little tape on it.
Maybe I'm just pulling the man card too much.
So, yeah, I'm just too much of a bitch.
Busy Bee Chiropractic. Go get yourself straightened out. Shoot straighter.
With Dr. Britt.
Feel better. Dr. Britt.
Thank you. And then M&R Firewood Services here in Phelps, New York, right located on 96 as you're heading out of Phelps, heading east. You can check them out there at the roadside stand or down Seneca Lake just past Smoke and Pete's for all of your firewood needs, whether it's campfires, firewood to heat your house, or just that special occasion. M&R Firewood Services in Phelps will keep you hot. Also,
PMW.
This guy.
Pierce Metalworks.
Custom.
Proud owner right here.
The new custom mount.
I'm thinking about actually, like, if this mount here actually works out, like, amazing, I might actually start advertising these.
I like these, dude. Okay, go ahead. You can say how much of an asshole I was the other day to you.
Yeah.
I'm sweating like a motherfucker. I'm
BMW, message Ben, I made this amazing strap mount.
The Richard mount,
which it was decent. It was slimmer. It was lighter. It was a little more convenient, I guess, than a lot of the stuff on the market that you see now.
I gave you a little criticism, constructive criticism.
In-field criticism.
Yeah, real time as I was trying to get it strapped onto the tree.
He was not light about it. He'd be like, yeah, man, I mean, it looks good, like, everything's cool. He's like, but, it just kind of, like, doesn't hold up. No, he didn't say that. He just, like, it sucks, it twists everywhere. I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, this guy, he's over here texting me, you get my mount done yet? And I whip one up for him.
I was like, it fucking blows.
So I had to re-engineer everything. PMW came out.
With the minimal mount.
Minimal mount.
Yep.
But you have to have the PMW arm to go with it, because no other arm will actually go on it. And if you haven't seen the PMW arm, it's probably better than any other arm you use.
Yep. So, that's available if anybody's interested.
It's available if anybody's in. But anyways, PMW, all your machining, fabricating needs, give me a call personally. Name Pierce.
Find them online at Pierce Metalworks on Facebook.
Yes, and we will get it done, and we will figure it out.
Yep. So, and ignore my constructive criticism. Also, Heritage Outdoor Sports for all of your archery needs.
I need field staff feedback.
Field staff feedback. That's what led to this. It's what led to the next greatest thing.
It was. I was sitting in the tree stand thinking about it, and that's what actually led to this. I don't know why I didn't think of it sooner.
Simple, basic. Like we always talk about, dude. What is the basic functionality of it? That. Simple.
It's easy.
But I think a strap one for like public land or permission guys maybe. But we
Screw it into the
whoa,
tree.
screw it in the fucking tree.
Freaking guy. They
Screw it.
What are they gonna do? Climb up the tree you were in and look at see if there's any holes in it? No.
So Heritage Outdoor Sports in Phelps, New York, for all of your archery needs, whether you're tuning your bow, looking for a new bow or a crossbow, like I shoot because I'm a wiener.
No, don't. No.
So, Heritage Outdoor Sports has you covered for all of your archery needs. Check them out for all of your everything, literally broadheads, arrows, tuning, you name it. Heritage Outdoor Sports in Phelps, New York will help you out. Also, Phelps Fire Department for hosting our chicken barbecue event. Thank you to them again. We'll probably do more stuff with them in the future. For any event space information, reach out to Phelps Fire Department today. And then Whitetail Properties of the Finger Lakes, Tim Kent, Ben Williams, and Heather Kent helping you find your piece of property. We got a lot of good stuff coming and a lot of inventory ready to rock.
So let's roll right off of the
topic,
the whitetail property topic into the scary bear topic.
Scary bear. Okay.
All right, it's not so scary, but we're getting close to Halloween, so I figured I'd throw scary in there.
All right, I like the scary bear. Let's go. Scary bear.
I mean, if that bear was in the woods and you were on the ground near it, it's probably scary.
The one I sent you today? Fuck that.
Can I say 400 pound?
400 pound?
In New York?
Hasn't been put on a scale, dude. But I'll tell you what.
Think it's tipping?
I think
a full grown man's hand was over it, and that bear was multiple inches past its thumb and pinky.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And that's a massive skull. Or it's all meat.
Yep. So we're gonna
it's actually 2-year-old.
We're gonna put
solid 2-year-old bear. Biggest 2-year-old bear I've ever seen in my life.
That's a hell of a 2-year-old if I've ever seen one.
Mm-hmm.
We also need that put on a shirt. Hell of a 2-year-old. So we're gonna put some up here on the screen. I'm just gonna put it up, and
So as you're putting it up, give us a little feedback on what led to you getting the pictures and
Sure.
I know you're multitasking. It's difficult.
I'm running the board, running everything. So, buyer client of mine this past year, we bought a property.
I am here. What do you mean you're doing everything?
I'm running the board.
Oh my god. Ben does everything.
No.
Couples fight right now.
Bo Hunt says 115. 115 what? Bear?
115 inch. It's always 115.
I don't think
it's a New York deer.
I don't think it's
115 is honestly a solid bet on any deer killed in New York.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Unless obviously it's not. But
so we have a piece of property that I found for a buyer. We looked at multiple properties. We found this one. They loved it. We put an offer on it. Got the property, locked it up, closed before hunting season. Like picture perfect timeline. Long story short, dude, they've killed 2 bears on this property already. This is just outside Corning. I got permission to share this before I put it out there. So this bear is huge. Okay, so that picture doesn't do it justice here. That's not a good angle, but
should have took his wedding ring off for the picture.
Damn it. Okay. Damn it. Give him a little break. So beautiful bear, big sow. So we'll give the full kind of story with this. Big bear.
Did a girl shoot it?
No.
Oh, all right.
So his father-in-law shot the bear.
Oh, okay, that's
yep.
cool.
Yep. So big.
So it's the girl's side. See, I had a feeling.
Yep. Yep. Wife's side of the family. So if you look at this really close, guys, you can see double ear tagged. Awesome. Like everybody's like banded duck, banded duck. We're talking a double ear tagged bear. on this property. This is the second bear that they've killed on this property so far. Beautiful bear. They're thinking 350, 400. This guy's hands are bigger than mine. That was one of the first things I said to him. I was like, gosh, man. When we shook hands when we were looking at the pieces of property that day, I was like, this guy's got big hands. This bear is huge.
Ben has small hands.
I have small hands.
No, he really doesn't.
But yeah.
Ben doesn't really have small hands. I just got to contradict everything he says.
Yep. So
that's my job.
So this property, just over the Steuben line, just out of Chemung County, big bear. They killed one that tipped the scales just over 200 pounds right in the beginning of archery season. They shoot the second bear. They're thinking 350, 400. Really big sow, big dry sow.
So in the bear world,
come to find out,
I'm not familiar. Are usually the females bigger than the boars?
It depends. Depends on how old they are.
I feel like in a bear world, the males got to be bigger than the females.
Yeah, so like I think there's
predators.
I think there's a lot of big males out there, but I've never seen a bear in the field from the stand. I've seen them like in my black bear class I took in college.
Have you ever had the urge to kill a bear? Have you ever looked at a bear and you're like, I would love to shoot that bear?
I've never seen one when I've been out hunting.
No,
so
you just look at a picture. Look at that picture. You'd be like, man, I'd love to do that.
So the bear, they're thinking it's 350, maybe 400 pounds or so.
You're ignoring me.
I'm not ignoring you.
So you don't want to kill a bear?
Oh, I'd love to kill a bear. I'd love to kill this one in Phelps that's running around.
So you want to kill a bear? See,
I would if I saw one.
I really have no interest in killing a bear.
If it's in front of me, it's legal, ethical, I'd shoot a bear.
I guess I want to like some bear hunt in Maine or something. It'd be all right. It'd be fun, but I don't know.
Yep. So, Bo says 115. I don't think that bear's got 115 inches of antler on his head, buddy. Also, Bo, the guy shot it with a vertical bow. He will love it.
It's actually a crossbow.
Yep. No, vertical bow.
Definitely a crossbow.
Think of all the fawns. So they've had multiple bears on this property. They shot a good buck, didn't recover it, hit it a little far back, couldn't get a hold of a tracking dog.
Yeah, I'm with Bo on this.
And then they've seen multiple good bears and multiple good deer on this property. So, I mean, dude, you want to talk about a big bear. So, I guess we'll bring the story around. So this bear, we talk about Keith's weird. So we want
eating a fucking raccoon.
Yeah. So the bear, you see the double ear tags, the piercings. So this bear was actually tagged in Pennsylvania. So this property is north of Corning, New York. The bear was tagged...
Southern tier.
Yep, southern tier. This bear was tagged in Tioga County. Approximately, we figure about 40 miles as the crow flies.
Definitely an immigrant.
Definitely an immigrant.
Coming across the line. New York needs a wall.
Coming to the sanctuary state of New York. So this bear literally was tagged in Pennsylvania.
Unbelievable.
And comes up into New York to this beautiful hardwood ridge sold by Whitetail Properties.
Trying to make a better life for its family.
And whack.
Ice. Unbelievable.
Bow season, New York comes to it. But yeah, big sow, big dry sow. 100%.
Cubs were taken into custody. Unbelievable.
No cubs on scene. Anyway, so you're trying to get me in trouble, dude. I wanted to highlight a big New York bear taken on a piece I sold this past year, and you're like, Cubs are in custody, and ICE is under investigation of this bear.
ICE is not under investigation. ICE killed the bear. Because he crossed the border. Stay in Pennsylvania. That's where you're born.
So anyway, I just think it's a cool story. The bears tagged 40 miles or so away from this property. They kill this bear, like they harvest this bear, dude. Good, quick, ethical harvest. Got a great bear on the ground. One of the biggest bears, dude, that I've seen come out of like that area.
Is that
of
a New York record? 400 pounds?
That's a good bear,
That's
dude.
That's gotta be out there.
There's stuff down around like the New Jersey kind of panhandle, the Black Dirt region that's like way bigger. But 400 pounds, Steuben, Chemung, Tioga County, that's a really, really good bear, dude. Like 350, 400 is a really good bear. I think anything over 200 is a good bear because obviously that's a mature bear.
So what is it? So bear season in New York is
Deer season. Yep.
It's the same
Overlap. Yep. 100%. Same thing with coyote.
Same thing with coyote.
Coyote overlap.
Speaking of coyotes, you know how many pictures I got of coyotes chasing deer?
Yeah.
It's the same two every night. Chasing deer.
Shoot them.
Yeah.
Shoot them.
I'm gonna call my buddy Jesse. I'll get Wild Man in there. Wild Man will go in there and call him up. I should tell him to do it now.
Keith says, I'd love to eat some bear meat. Yeah, it's like Nate said.
Hey,
It's a big
Keith,
raccoon.
I'll
You want to eat bear? It's a raccoon.
I'll go kill you an Ewok tonight.
A little Ewok.
You'll even have a mask on it, and you can nibble on that all you want. Same thing.
Yep. So,
Trash pandas.
little trash pandas. So when I was talking to Josh today about that, my buyer from down there, my mom was on the phone. She's like, "So what is bear good?" I'm like, "Well, it depends on what they're eating."
Bear's fine. He's like around 100 pounds, slim.
Okay, yeah. So when a bear,
Got his medicine in. It's good to go now.
when you got a bear, it depends on what they're eating.
Let's talk about Ben's dog. His name's Bear.
So when you got,
I'm confusing him.
Yep.
I told him I was getting Western tonight.
let's get to Western. So when you got different animals, like their diet will influence what the outcome of the meat tastes like.
There's a beetle on there.
Yep, I see there's a box elder bug. So when you have like sagebrush mule deer, it tastes like and smells like sage when you're cooking it, or is like overwhelmingly
Can
sage.
you throw a little thyme in there and it sets it off?
I don't know. Might.
A little rosemary, thyme, and sage.
Ask Jim Wilkes. Ask Jim.
Jim is full of some good information.
Good time. Good sage.
I wish he'd have a beer every once in a while, but he's just not that kind of guy.
No, a little vodka tonic maybe once in a bit.
Really?
But, oh yeah, a little bit. A little bit. White Russian. I've seen him drink a White Russian.
Really?
Yeah.
Jim told me he don't drink.
A little bit. I said little. So anyway,
Jim's a good guy.
based on where the animal is, what their diet, that influences the taste and quality of the meat, I think. So like
It's
down
like
there,
grass-fed beef versus grain-fed beef.
you got it.
Which one would I rather eat? Grain-fed.
100%.
And everyone's like, grass-fed. Well, what the frick is corn? It's a plant. What does it matter if it's grass-fed or corn-fed?
Corn's a grass and a grain. It's weird.
It's all conspiracy. It's all the same thing. It's just corn and like the grains itself put a little more fat on them, and they taste better.
It's deeper in carbs, 100%.
Why would you eat the grass? It's the same thing. It's all a scam.
It's free range propaganda.
I'm putting a lot of people out of business tonight. The whole 2 people that are listening tonight.
Out of business.
No, they're not out of business. They're going to put everyone else out of business. All the grass-fed people.
So, back to this. So my mom asked, like, what's the difference in bear meat? And I'm like, it depends on what they're eating. If they're up in Old Forge and they're eating campground garbage,
What do you mean the difference in bear meat?
they taste like
from
crap.
bear to bear?
Yeah,
Or
from
like
bear to bear.
bear to deer?
So bear to bear.
Bear to
So
bear.
like it depends on what they're eating. If they're up in Old Forge, they're eating trash
Naples bears.
or Naples bears.
Very high in sugar. A lot of grapes. Eat
Exactly.
Naples bears.
Exactly. So you're looking at the diet of the animal. Same thing with deer. Is it's going to be reflective of what they're eating. If they're eating your neighbor's corn pile versus a mixed good habitat diet, it's a better quality meat. Same thing with bears. If they're eating a trash diet versus a sweet Naples diet, like you said, Nate, they're going to be a good quality meat. Keith saying Nate is on a tear tonight. Hey, we're getting Western.
Must be. I'm getting Keith's laughing. Keith, pour yourself another one and keep watching, man.
Yeah, grab yourself a Russell's.
We got some
pour.
more. I'm feeling good. I got 2 deer in the freezer. I'm just enjoying life now.
Yeah, Nate's sitting high on the hog. He's killed 2 good deer.
I might be feeling a little overconfident, but I understand and I'm feeling good.
He's sitting over here. He's going, hey, I went out with Ben, and like this motherfucker had deer walk right underneath him, and he's like not shooting them. And I'm like, why the fuck am I here filming them with this custom Pierce Metalworks camera? And
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, at least kill a doe. We had like 3 mature does within easy 20-yard range.
Okay.
And I'm like, will you shoot one of them? Ben's like, it's not the biggest one. I'm like, oh my God. You have like 25 of them out there. Shoot that one. It doesn't matter. It's not going to hurt anything.
Can we talk about the one doe that was like sitting there? She's eating under the pear tree. I look up at Nate and I said, that's a pretty good doe. And he's like, you gonna shoot her? I'm like, I'm thinking about it. And I go to reach for my bow. And literally, as I'm reaching for my bow, Fawn comes up, starts nursing. I pull my arm back, and I look up, and Nate's just looking at me, shaking his head. And I look at him, I go, I'm gonna knock that milk off that motherfucker's lips.
Yep. And I go, I think that one was sucking the other one off.
So, yep. So, yeah.
Actually, that was a very cool hunt. With the amount of deer that were around us, like the little fawn.
Oh, the vocalizations and everything? Oh, yeah.
I actually heard a ton of that, which in my spots, I do not get to hear a whole lot of, because I don't have the deer concentration you do. So that was cool. And the one doe that circled us, and I can't believe with 2 of us in the tree, and she was a bigger doe. She probably had a fawn. I think she had a fawn or 2.
Yep.
And she didn't pick us off, and she circled us downwind. And we're sitting there, and after like she left and everything, we're sitting there talking about it, and we're like, I don't know. She didn't fucking pick us off. Maybe the wind's blowing over. Maybe it was
It's like a nice little rise there. It's weird. Yep.
I'm like, maybe, maybe it was the Evercom on my boots, because that's just something I run. I'm like, I don't know, but she definitely should have fucking busted us.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it was, but that was cool to not get busted and have her blow with 2 of us in the stand.
Yeah.
I guess it says something about our scent control to an extent.
Yeah, and the stand selection. I mean, dude. I was at the.
I still think you should move that. It is a cool little corner, but I still think you should move it to the middle.
That outer red oak.
The middle
that we
oak.
talked about.
Not the outer. The middle oak.
Yep. Not the one in the field, but obviously the one in the corner.
Yes, the middle.
The red oak. Yep. We talked about that too.
It's like right at the end of the apple trees.
Which is like on the fucking...
That one.
Which is on
you
the...
could have shot
every deer that walked
any
by.
deer we saw that night, you could have killed out of that stand.
Yep. So...
I'm like, that one.
Yep. Yeah,
But it is a cool corner.
We've talked about... Yeah, I love that. I love that little... We call that the little orchard. I love that corner.
I mean, you could still leave the setup there. Just go get another stand and slap it up in that one.
Yeah, we just... We talked about that. They're like, yeah, just fucking put the stand 20 yards from this other stand. Call it good.
I don't know. I've done it before.
But I think...
it's a game of inches, man.
And it depends on...
I
think we move the stand from where it is to that red oak.
It's 10 times better.
Because you have the oaks dropping early season, because they're all whites, they're going to drop early.
And it's funneled. They're gonna have to move to that stand.
And through that little loop.
They're within range at the corner where they're gonna.
Yeah. So the one thing about that stand is we couldn't have got into that red oak with the deer on the field that we could have with that white oak. But we were late that day.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
well, it's a weekday.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Leave that one. If there's deer in the field, climb up the white.
Yep.
If
and then if not, go 20 yards more.
Get to it.
20, 30 yards, jump up in the red. Yep. No, and I've talked about that for a bit because then you can shoot under the white. You can probably almost shoot under the red oak in the field. And you can shoot up the hill. Keith says, "You're the man, Nate. You tried really hard."
I did. I tried really hard all the time.
He's got a buck down, doe down. He gutted a deer for a free deer, I heard.
I don't know about a free deer. I said I get cut a deal.
Oh, a deal.
Yeah. It's the... I don't know. Never had a deer processor call me and ask me to gut a deer.
That's a new one. When you told me that, you're like, I'm going to gut a deer. I'm like, oh, you killed one? He's like, no.
No, I was caught up in a fence. Some farmer gave it to
the guy? Sure.
The guy does great at cutting up the deer. I love the...
I like DP's cut. Yeah, why don't you tell him? Yeah,
that was awesome.
Give us a free deer. We'll shout you out on the show. Sponsor.
Just a little recap.
Spin it back.
We're going to spin it back a little bit. So we got the bear.
Yep.
Bear was cool.
The deer.
And the deer gut. That was odd. Daryl, if you're listening, I appreciate it.
Thank you, Daryl.
Thanks for making me your call guy. Good people.
Yeah, Daryl's good.
Good people.
So, what did you say? You poured me the bond, you said?
Yeah, Bond and Lillard. So I had a couple topics. Seeing things are getting a little slow here for 5 seconds. Now, I'm not against this. I'm not for this. And I feel like it's definitely in every hunter to an extent. But why do we number our target bucks?
Oh, I like this. Okay.
So if you have... Hold on. Let me just get through my thing. And
Yep.
So let's say you're hunting a piece of property. And you have... And Ray Lewis over there.
Oh, Ray.
Now that deer, I swear to God, 5, 6, 7, 8. Never seen a neck on a deer like this. Unbelievable. But either way, getting a little off topic here.
A little Ray Lewis action.
So let's say you're at your hunting property. You check your cards. You got cell cams. You're looking through your card. You know, we're getting close to season. You have the bucks that you would like to get a shot at. And, you know, you're sitting there and be like, okay, this is the biggest rack.
Mm-hmm.
This is number one.
Or this is the biggest body.
I would love to kill this deer. This one. That's number one. Or this deer. Biggest body, blah, blah, whatever. And you go down the line. Okay, I have, let's say, 3 deer. $3.
3 shooters, yep.
On my 100 acres that I can hunt. I feel like it's a good round number.
Mm-hmm.
100 acres I can hunt. I got 3 deer that $3 that I would like to kill. And I'm talking New York. And number 3 gives you your first opportunity.
It's on the list.
Why would you pass them? Why I don't understand why you would rank. I don't understand why you would rank the deer.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't understand that. So I guess that's why I'm bringing this up.
I like that. I like that idea. So I agree with you, and that's why I always have the serial killer board, which is not filled out. I was talking to my buddy about that the other day, and I'm like, my serial killer board's not even filled out yet. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, like all my deer that I'm going after. And he's like, you don't have one? And that's what brings me back to your point. Is like, you don't have one you're going after? And I'm like, no, like there's a couple bucks off of all the properties that I hunt collectively, dude. It's like if this deer walks in front of me,
There's no slammer.
Yep. There's no like slam dunk buck slammer. Yeah, exactly.
There's no obvious number one. Like everyone in the blocks after this buck.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep. All good, solid bucks. I mean, the buck I saw the other night, Hank. I mean, great buck. Would have loved to shot him. I would have put a fucking arrow on him if he would have come out and give me.
Was he 125, 130?
Yeah, I think he's probably low 130s, maybe 135. You know, real good 8, grade 8, fucking grade 8 point.
Solid buck.
I see him, dude. I put the binoculars on him,
and he's what, 4 or 5?
He's 4. He is at least 4, if not a little older. So I saw him that night, and I'm just like, dude. I'm like, put the binoculars on him. I'm like, that's Hank, and he's rubbing a tree, making a scrape, and I'm like. And it was like hand on the bow. There was no second thought. There was no like he's number 2, he's number 3, number 1, whatever.
He's on the list.
He's on the list. Boom, done.
Bang.
So, I've never put like a number 1 on the hit list. For me personally, it's always been like this buck's on this property, this buck's on this property, this one's on another property, this one's on the other property.
Right.
Kind of
so,
thing.
so let's twist it a little bit.
Yep.
Let's say you have the slammer.
Oh, the
on
guy.
Your piece. The guy. Like, he's pushing 150 plus. Like,
Mm-hmm.
this is the guy. But you also have 130, 115, but they're all roughly 4+ years old. 4+ years old.
Yep.
All 3 of them.
And that
like,
shooter category.
They're all solid bucks. Like, it's just,
Mm-hmm.
you know, this one just happened to have the fucking Superman genetics. And one of 1 or 2, one of that 115 or that 130, let's say that 130 walks by you, and you know this guy's still alive. The man.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
It's $1 million question, dude. So, I'm trying to remember what deer it was that walked by me. The year I was
I'm
after,
saying, I mean, I think we've all done it to an extent. We've passed that deer.
past that buck that's on that line.
I think 95% of the time, all of us regretted passing that deer.
Yeah, been there, done that. Yeah. So,
But you're rolling the dice on that 5% on
so I did that.
Superman.
I did that with a 3-year-old one time, and there was a much better buck out there. There was like a 150-inch buck out there that I was after, and there was this really weird, gnarly. Ended up being a buck we called Charlie Brown. Really gnarly, non-typical, and I'm on video, and this deer's walking through. I got a buddy filming for me, Tony Drams. He's filming this buck, dude, coming through this little side hill. Right in shotgun range, like 65 yards. This buck's coming through. Just moseying. Frosty cold morning. Buck's moving through.
Clockwork. Like it's supposed to
Yeah,
happen.
and he's like, you going to shoot that deer? And I still think it's probably the biggest deer I've ever passed. Like, with the opportunity to shoot. And I'm like, no, I'm like, that bigger deer's out here, Fast forward 2, not 1, but 2 years later, the neighbor ends up killing that deer. Charlie Brown, the one that Tomes ended up shooting. So, dude, it happens. There's risk and reward. You know, I mean, I've barely been on. I don't think I've been on the.
It's always.
I don't think
Are
I've been on the
you-
rewarding end. I
Are
think
you
the
a
neighbors.
gambling man, or are you more of a play it safe man,
Yeah. So.
or woman, whatever,
Yeah. So.
person? Or, I don't know.
I mean, the play it safe was probably
Shoot that buck.
shoot that. Like I was gonna say the buck on the
That
end
fucking that buck that you
Yep.
pat. Play it safe would have been like, he's a good one. Boom. I'm done.
there. Yep. So.
I'm a play it safe guy.
Yeah, if the buck is on the list, he dies. And that was how it was with the buck on the end. Hornet. We talked about that on the show, dude. We're like, if
And-
this deer walks by, we're like, he's a tweener. He's a 4, we think, maybe 3. Ended up being 4. He comes out the night after Nate shoots.
Rocky, I think.
Rocky, yeah, that was the night after you shot Rocky. We took pictures of Rocky. I went out and I'm like, we're still on this cold front bump. I'm gonna go hunt this deer, and boom, he shows up and I shoot him. So, I don't think you skip your shot, dude. I think that's.
I don't think so. I've skipped shots before and it never worked out the way I wanted it to.
Not with
Like, nature's supposed to happen in a certain way in my mind.
it's got a certain role.
It's got a roll. Sometimes, it goes in your favor. Sometimes it doesn't. Like,
Sure.
the old saying, what goes around comes around.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep that balance. You know what I mean? And I feel like it just works out better. But I don't know. I thought that was an interesting topic. Like, are you passing your number 3 in
To
hopes
try to go after the
that
number
you're
1?
gonna shoot your number 1?
So that's.
Eh,
And we talked about that last show, dude. We're like,
but
if this
you
buck's
and
on the
me
list,
are, I know, a lot of people, controversial, whatever. I feel like you and me are age hunters. I'm a 3.5 up guy on my piece. You're a 3.5 up guy, unless it's the family farm, then you're 4.5 up.
Mhm.
And I feel like that's solid in New York. And something that I feel like a lot of people have forgotten that you and me talked about a little bit ago was the basis of QDMA. And everyone loved QDMA. And now it's NDA. Some people are like falling off. Some people are on board, whatever.
Yeah.
It's split now. But the basis of QDMA was just pass 1.5-year-old bucks.
That's it.
Just let them walk and see what happens. That's it. That's all QDMA was. That's all it was based on.
Mm-hmm.
And then that QDMA turned New York around. Turned a lot of hunters around. And that's the only thing it was. It had,
It's not about shooting 170s or 5-year-olds or 7-year-olds.
don't get me or Ben wrong. Trust me, we would love to kill a 170 if we had one on camera.
Still waiting.
They'll wait on. But it's just, you set it up. We try and judge them by their body size, and we try and judge them by their physical features or their history and stuff like that. And we're like, all right, yeah, I kind of know that deer. All right, that deer's got, really big brisket on him. He's got a throat on him.
It's Ray Lewis.
he's got a little sway in his back. Like, he's got a really long snout. I don't know. Like, you just kind of look at him and you're like, he's definitely 3.5.
Or he's the best buck on that farm.
And then you look at the rack. Honestly, a giveaway for me is if he's got trash, he's 3.5.
Yeah.
Plus. A 2.5-year-old with trash is pretty uncommon. Mm-hmm. Very uncommon.
I agree.
So if he's got trash, he's 3.5 plus.
Mm-hmm.
In New York, that's the only bucks I know. But
yeah, no, I agree with that. They're gonna start throwing the kickers, the stickers, that kind of stuff at 3.5 or better. So, where it all winds up is, dude, it's all property specific, like you talked about.
It's also individual specific. Everybody.
Yeah. 100%.
Everybody's got their own way of doing things.
100%. So, But we also want to say, like, I've talked to guys, you've talked to guys that are like, dude, I'm waiting for my 140. It's like, okay, there's one deer over there, Nate, on that whole fucking wall that's 140 plus. There's a lot of fucking great bucks, dude, that guys are.
Look at my wall.
Yeah, you've had what, 240 plus?
One over 140.
Yeah. You and me got one buck over 140 apiece.
And I have 7 mounted, 7 that are in Northeast Big Buck Club, or 6 that are in Northeast Big Buck Club, and then I don't know whatever skull mounts I have that are pushing 100 inches.
Yep. So that's the big thing, dude. Is like we always say, dude. Like if it's legal, ethical, safe, shoot what you want to shoot. It makes you happy, and just look at it across the property like Nate said. Is it number 1? Is it number 2? Is it number 3? You can have, and there's nothing wrong with that, having that number 1 buck that you go after and you chase. That's the guy. And you get them, and it's great. And there's a story. There's a mountain you climb to get them. That's how it was with. I'll look at personal. From last year Dono was my number 1 buck. We ended up finding out that deer is like 6.5 years old. We thought he was like 4, based on history and stuff like that. Ended up being 6.5 years old. I was hunting Dono. I'm sitting in this ridgeline stand that we set up to hunt Dono specifically on a 1 year. I set up in that stand with the bow. Boom. Out comes this deer. I look at him and I go, that's my 4-year-old buck we call 6-pack. He's coming right out this trail that he's come out before on camera. Comes right out on the camera. Boom, trail, shot, done, piles up. Posted a picture of it the other day. Same thing. Buck down the list, so to speak, from the buck I was after was my number 1 based on the one I wanted to take this past year. He comes in, shoot him, boom, done. And then we get in there, we bring Owen, we bring Nate, we pull 6-pack out of the woods. Great time, happy as heck. And it wasn't that he was like number 3 on the list, it was just that he was on the list. And he was the buck that walked in front of me. We're talking about 6-pack.
And he was a cool buck. How many bucks do you see with 6 brow tines?
Yep. So we're talking about 6-pack. And then Owen's hooping and hollering in the woods. We kill this. I killed this deer.
He still claims that he's calling deer.
Yeah, he's calling deer. He
He still does that. I'm like, buddy, you gotta be quiet when we're deer hunting.
We pull this deer out of the woods, 6-pack. We leave, put him on the tractor. We drive out on the side-by-side. Dad drives out on the tractor. What was it 2.5 hours later? Same trail that I'm hunting Dono on. Dono comes out of that same trail that 6-pack walked out of.
That's called a buck train. That means a hot doe went through there.
That's called a 1-year rule.
1-year rule.
Stamp it.
I call it a buck train.
Or buck train. I've had that too. You have a good doe on that spot. Look at your 1-year data.
Buck.
You track them back.
Buck.
Yeah.
Buck.
So, and then
you want to shoot?
Fast forward, week and a half, 2 weeks later. Look at the 1-year rule again. Say, hey, there's a 1 year for the spot. Dono should be in there. Boom. Give it to Dad first. I want to throw this out there. I give the opportunity to my dad first to go sit that stand that night.
Yep.
Of, what was it? Was it opening day or second day? Opening day. Opening afternoon.
Yeah, but you shot Dono east side or west side.
Yep, I did. But I threw that out to Dad. I was like, dude, this buck should be here. Go set it. Wind's right, go set it. And he was like, no, go set it. I was like, okay. Boom. I was in the stand 45 minutes. Called Dad. Dono's laying dead right in front of me. It got a little western, but Dono's laying dead in front of me, just like he was supposed to on the 1 year. So looking at that historic data, dude, and not, to go back to your point, not ranking them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is your list. If a buck is number 3 or 4 or whatever it might be on your list, if that's the buck that gives you that shot opportunity,
Take it.
that might be your opportunity for the year. And that's how I look at it is if I have that opportunity, my goal is to have 1 or 2 opportunities at a mature buck that I'm targeting or not targeting, meaning a mature buck, a year from one of my stands. That's my goal. That's my goal for the year. Whether it's up to me to make that shot, that's on me. But my goal is to get 1 to 2 shot opportunities at a mature buck every year. That's my goal.
And we are doing this on a pretty severe blue collar salary.
It's
It's honestly more labor than money.
people say small.
I mean, you can pay for your deer.
Mm-hmm.
And you can go out,
Outfitter and
the outfitter.
there's nothing wrong with that.
You can dump thousands and thousands of dollars into your property to kill a deer.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, honestly, I mean, I feel like you and me are, everything we do is pretty cost efficient, and we still manage to get it done.
Yeah, I would definitely say that it's on a budget, dude. It's not,
Oh yeah.
it's not like, hey, Nate,
look at some of the people you work for
or work with, yeah.
or work with. Compare what you're doing to what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You almost have to become smarter to be successful.
Yep.
You have to, or because the money's not there to be successful.
So this is a great point, and I'm gonna say it right now. Is money will not cover your fuck ups or your your unrealistic design of a property. Money does not cover that. If your hunting strategy is not sound, money does not cover that shit up. Unless you're thousands of acres, and we'll put that blanket over it. If it's a 1,000-acre blanket, we'll throw it over it.
Is
and
all
be
that
like, "You're
stuff
fine."
nice? The tower blinds,
Mm-hmm.
the acres of food plots,
Yep.
the tractor, the. Do you need it? No. Just learn how to hunt that animal
It changes.
in
It just
that animal's environment.
Yep.
In his home. Become an assassin in his home. He doesn't know you're there, and figure that out and kill him. Become an assassin. That's all you got to do.
I like it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Like, you don't need all the fancy stuff. If he's there, figure out what he's doing. Become a psycho. You know what I mean? You and me talk about this all the time. Your psycho killer board.
Yep.
Me and my...
The pond deer. The Dave's pond deer that we talked about that he kills. That we talked about on the show numerous times.
Oh, yeah.
Dave's pond buck.
Dave's time. Oh, yeah. You got to get into the... I don't know. Some people got it, some people don't. I don't know.
Yep.
But yeah, you literally have to almost come into... You have to go kind of a little psycho killer on it. Like the song.
Mm-hmm.
Psycho killer.
But think about it. And be methodical. Instead of being like...
Just be assassin. You got to get in, and you got to get in, kill them, without them even having a freaking clue what just happened to them, and get out without any of their friends. Oh, well, once their friends know he's gone and he's dead, all their friends are like, where the hell did John go?
But if you're working it right, you're in there, you kill them, you're out, and then they go, hey, John's gone. It's a pretty nice freaking place to be, bro. Boom, new buck shows up.
Now Bill moves in.
Yep.
Bill's over there banging John's old lady now.
Yep.
And that's your guy for next year.
You got it.
You're assassinating Bill next year.
Yep. And we've talked about that, dude, where like a good buck slots in after another buck was killed.
Happens all the time.
Happens all the time, dude. Like good bucks go back to where good bucks get killed. You know,
it's like a pecking order. They have their ground that they can pick from. The prime ground. If you're someone that owns the prime ground, you're getting the prime bucks.
Mm-hmm.
And then it steps down. And everyone from there with the property gets the step down of bucks. Sometimes it might not be antler size like everybody says. And when I say prime ground means prime bucks, I mean you're getting the biggest and baddest bucks. I mean you're getting the bullies.
The 3-year-old.
You're getting the bullies. The guys that will, the alphas.
Mm-hmm.
If that clears any, they're on the prime ground. Sometimes the bigger deer are on the outskirts because they're not the bullies.
Yep.
But so that was topic number 1 I had. We're pushing it.
52 minutes.
We got 8 minutes.
Going topic 2?
Topic number 1 was pretty good.
Well, we had the bears, and then topic 1. So, what's the next one?
So
We hammer into it? Let's hammer down.
Yeah, I think we're going to.
We had a comment come in, says all work, sweat, and time until taxes. Always the money.
It is always the money.
It is. There's a little underlier with the money, no doubt. But yeah, I love Ryan. I just got a text that who had that bear encounter?
Wilkes. Let's go run his dogs over there.
Anyway, we're getting distracted. Next topic. Because Nate had a whole list of topics.
I did, and then I left my list in my truck.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Okay. Anyway.
Right, just buffer for a little while.
I'll buffer.
While
I'll
I
buffer.
think of the
So,
next topic.
yeah.
Okay, I got it.
All right.
Thanks for buffering. So, this has happened to all of us. Any of us that have been deer hunting for multiple years. So, get our cameras out there. Me, personally, I like to get them out there late July, September. Hell, some years, I don't even get them out there till August 1st. So, you start getting pictures of deer. And you get pictures of 1 or 2 really good bucks, let's say in September.
Mm-hmm.
Or videos, whatever you run your shit on. And, you know, you're like, oh yeah, that's the buck I'm after. You start setting your
goals or whatever.
Kill list or whatever. The bucks you wanna shoot. The bucks you wanna get a shot at. And we get to October. You pull your cards again, or if you're on a cell cam guy, if you're a cell cam guy, like everyone is, besides me and Ben in the world now, you know, you're like, all right, that guy, that buck. Now, you had a bunch of pigs. He was frequent in September, early August. His activity on your property / cameras has diminished substantially into late August or late September, early October.
Okay.
And number 3 is kind of tying into the last topic.
Okay.
Number 3 comes strolling through. But you know, late September, early August was on camera around that area. What are you doing? But you haven't really had intel on Mr. September, early August, and over a month.
Mm-hmm.
But you got that one really cool video of him late September.
Early October. Right.
You passing him?
No, I think you kill. Like you said, I think you kill number 3, dude. If number 3 comes in.
Also, what, what, I don't know. Kill number 3. That's what I would do.
If he's on the, so that's the thing, dude. If he's on the list, and you don't have, and I've never had the buck to chase either, but if you have, multiple bucks on your list, and one of the bucks on your list comes through, you kill him.
Right.
Like that's never been a hesitation. Like it's never been like, well, he's number 3.
So you have a
on my
specific
list,
buck you want,
but
and you lost intel on him. Let's say over the course of a month, like he's disappeared. Either got hit by a car,
left,
or whatever happened to him. And now we're into hunting season, and he's nowhere to be seen, and you're passing up
number 3.
All right, we'll say number 3,
or number 4, or whatever, or a tweener, whatever you want to call him.
Okay, let's say this guy that you were looking at was 130 inches, and you pass up 120.
Yep.
Because you had pictures of this guy in September. Why would you do that?
So I'll go back to that old phrase as, don't pass a buck on the first day that you end up wanting to kill on the last day. If that's the buck that you would kill on the last day of season,
there you go.
Kill him on the first day of season or anywhere in between. You shouldn't have that. You shouldn't have that excuse.
When the opportunity presents itself, take it.
I would 100% agree with that and echo that, dude. If
I
that
love what you just said. That's exactly the answer I was looking for.
Yep.
The buck you would not kill on the first day, you better not kill on the last day.
Yep. Just because you haven't killed a buck doesn't mean that buck you passed on the first day of season or whatever is the one that you pass on the last day of season or shoot on the last day of season just because you're like, well, season's over, da 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 da. If you passed him, pass him. And I mean a legit pass. I mean not like it's last light. He's out there at 45 yards with my bow. I'm going to let him go. I'm talking pass. That son of a gun is walking.
Or you missed him.
Or you missed him.
That's not talking, a pass. A miss isn't a pass.
A miss isn't a pass. I'm talking that deer's walking through 17 yards.
Be a man and own up to your mistakes.
Chip shot. That buck's walking through and you go, no. That's pass. Versus, like you said, whiff one over to the back. He's out there at 50 yards. I passed him.
Shoot one on. You did not pass him. No. You saw him.
So, like I said, the deer you pass on the first day should not be the buck you shoot on the last day. Make a shirt.
Make a shirt. We need to start making shirts.
We need to start making some slogan shirts. I like these. So, yeah, I 100% agree with you. But again, same thing. If you put that buck on your list, you say number 3 or 4 or whatever it is. If these bucks fit what
depending on how privileged you are.
Privileged?
3 or 4 shooters on one property? God damn.
Multiples.
Whew.
I'm talking multiples.
That's a hell of a property.
So
I usually have 2, 3.
That's about it, dude. Honestly, even multiple pieces, like we talked about.
I hunt what, 80 acres? You hunt 250. We're about the same. 3 to 4
total,
shooters.
yeah.
And it's funny. And then we antler size.
And then we have one on the lease. That just the lease just kind of floats out there.
There's a definite number 1. I have a score
to settle with that motherfucker.
Settle with that guy. I'm going to go in there with my muzzleloader, and I'm going to kill that bastard.
I sent a picture to Nate, and I'm like, your bro's back.
I told you, his neck looks like he has wings.
It's Ray.
You ever seen a guy with lats that goes up to his skull, down to his end of his shoulders? It's this buck. He has wings. He could fly with his neck.
That's Ray.
I was almost thinking about starting calling him Hulk.
Hulk? Ooh, I like Hulk. So
You had Shrek for a while.
we never named him last year. We just called him the Big 8.
I know. I was going
But
off
not-
of
but not-
linebackers.
But not like big, like
no, he's a
rack
100-inch deer. He's a 110 inch.
he's a 110-inch deer.
Bo, 115, baby.
100%. Maybe
He's
not
right
even.
there. No,
not
he's
even.
definitely not 115. He's a 100-inch, but I guarantee he's like, I'm going 5 years old.
I think he's 5'6".
I would go 5'6". That deer, his neck is so freaking big. Could you pull that picture up?
Yeah.
No one really knows where
I'll
he
put
is
him up.
anyways.
I don't
Some
care.
people do. Who cares?
Who's gonna go after a 115-inch buck?
Yeah, there you go. Go get kill this. Yeah, but his neck.
If you
Oh
know
my
where he
God.
is, go kill him. If you can kill him, go kill him.
Yeah, he needs to die. He really doesn't. He's just living his life out there.
He's living his
he
best
can.
life. So Nate,
Over there in Naples.
So-
Amazing property in Naples. Oh my
so
God.
Nate saw this buck. By the way,
I was about 50 yards from killing this buck.
you were close, dude. We were right there.
I was in the slot. I was there.
So
Massive. Like, I remember him walking through the front. Look at the freaking neck on this bastard. Look at the shoulder, the front. Like, zoom in. Can you zoom in? We need detail. We need a little more detail. Can you get zoomed in on
I'll
that
try.
picture? I don't know. Can you zoom in on... There you go. Look at the freaking neck on that freaking deer. Not the one on the left. The one on the right. Amazing. No, the one on the left. Just look at the freaking...
it's out to
Throat.
it's out to his ears, dude.
Look at the throat on that deer. Like this. What is that?
It's out wider than his skull, dude. Like that's that you want to talk about what a mature deer looks like? That's what a mature deer looks like.
On roids.
So, and again, you look at him score wise,
And I guarantee
There's
that
not much
deer's
difference.
4+. I will bet money. I will bet $1,000 that deer's 4+.
oh yeah,
All day. Now that deer next to him, I would say 2.
yeah. But look at the rack, dude. I mean, the rack's not really that different.
That's your typical mature New York buck right there. Right here is the staplement of a mature New York buck.
So
And y'all keep passing them because I'm going to keep fucking shooting them.
so we talk about that score. I'll echo that. We talk about that score
score.
average. However, we're looking at body characteristics. Okay.
Look at that.
So
You can't even see detail on that guy. All right, bring your mouse over there so people can see it. Can they see the mouse?
yeah, right here.
You see the mouse?
Yeah.
Bo, can you see the mouse?
They should see it.
They're not seeing it. Either way, that right there. Look
Buck
how
on the
like
right.
young and like fresh and like
Thin.
smooth he looks. Look how toned and motherfucking ripped that motherfucker is. I think we name him Hogan. Hulk Hogan.
You want to name him Hulk?
Never going Hulk.
Okay.
I'm naming him Hulk.
Not Ray. It's Hulk.
We were going
So-
Ray Lewis, but I was like, we're kind of like hopping on the Terry Tate thing with your buddy. I was like, let's not do that. I was like, Hulk. He's Hulk.
So
I'm pretty
No.
sure his neck's wider than his shoulders also. From what I
it's
saw.
wider than his fucking head.
From what I saw last year, when him walking through the woods, I was like, what the fuck?
So
is
that deer has not gained. I don't want to say 5 inches. He's the same.
I think he lost inches.
So
I think his rack's like smaller. It's like spindlier.
yeah, I mean I
it's
think
the
he's
same.
right. He's
It's
right.
the
Same.
same. Yeah, he's
Same.
the
You know.
Amazing buck though.
And again, dude, like
Love to kill that deer. And if I could actually get a taxidermist, Perez, to make his neck exact size.
oh, we need
I don't
double X.
want
Double X
XL.
forms.
I don't want XL.
I want double X.
I want that neck bigger than his skull on the top. I have the double XL
I want that.
on Rocky. It's that deer is completely different. It's completely different.
I agree. But
It's an 8-year-old buck.
it could be, dude.
I don't know.
I mean, Dono was 6. I mean, again,
he has that private ground. He can just lay around all the time. No one fucking
That low impact ground, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we say low impact's a good word.
Yep.
Low impact.
Yep. So
I like it.
we talk about that where we were like Dono's like 4. Deer ends up being 6. We don't know.
We're going
we
off.
We weren't there at birth. We're going off of body characteristics, antler size, history, whatever it might be.
What we hear,
or see, or say.
What we hear, see, say. Like, I mean, we honestly go off of some internet stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly, I feel like me and Ben try to go off of personal experience with stuff. So, I don't know. I've never seen a neck on a deer like that.
Oh, dude, he's built
Ever.
in early October. I'm not talking like November. I'm talking early October.
He's not even full rut.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
So if he was more,
no one's beating him in a fight. No one can move.
Not
no one
over
can
there.
Move his neck.
Not over there.
No.
You just live in the dream.
The only way he's gonna lose in a fight is if someone has a longer tine and can like stab him in the side, because his neck's gonna control the whole fight.
Oh, he's built, dude.
There's no way he's losing. There's no way.
And especially with what deer are over there this year. There's nothing. That's it.
Flyer disappeared. Browse disappeared.
Browse disappeared. The 10 died. We know the 10 died. Supposedly.
10 died. I killed.
You killed your buck.
Clem.
You have Clem buck. Yep. So, and not saying that there's not another buck that's going to move in. But, like, again, there was still, last card pull, there was still a lot of corn up. That's a lot of cover. That's a lot of acreage that deer are on. So as the rest of this corn comes off, or, I mean, at this point, silage is about all off.
Yeah.
Silage corn is just, I mean, we're mid-late October. Like, silage is gone. Like, you're only looking at grain production corn at this point, which is really the only cover. No deer are really bedding out in soybeans.
Oh, look at that medallion.
Oh, 100 proof medallion.
All right, so we want pictures posted on the 100 proof page of people in their 100 proof hats with their kills.
With the swag.
And there will
hoodies.
be a giveaway for our favorite one. That will be part of the giveaway. The grunt call. There will also be a blind involved.
I like this grunt call. Nate hates this grunt call.
No, I'm serious about this.
Yeah, I am too. But Nate doesn't like this grunt call.
No, I'm just stuck on my mad calls, man. I don't know. I've rattled and grunted at so many bucks on those mad calls. I'm just, you know, it's like, it works. I don't want to change. It works for me. I'll try it.
You got one.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I have this one. You took the one you gave me back. The maple one.
Oh, I love the maple ones.
You gave me you took the maple one back. Because I said I used the mad, and you're like, well, give me that one back. There you go, that's better.
Nate's like, I like that. So you gotta play with the reed, dude, and like go with what sound works for you.
Better. It's better.
You just gotta play with the reed.
Play with the reed. Now, can you get the low tick? You gotta have a low tick. Lower. No, one. So how has that? You need to have a. You need to get it down to one tick. There. All right, you had one. Now work on that. I'm serious.
I know that tending grunt, that tending tick, dude.
You get that one tick down.
Oh yeah,
Them fucking bastards will go
those bucks.
insane.
So everybody goes out there and goes, "This is a great topic," and this is the last one for the night. So everybody goes out there and goes,
Sound like a fucking mallard.
"Yeah, your Mallard calling out here." But like Nate said, that tending grunt, that tick tick tick.
And adjust your call or whatever you can, or just figure it out. Air pressure, whatever, hand placement. You got to figure it all out.
However
To where
your call
you can
works,
just make
yep.
one tick.
That tick tick. So if you've ever had that buck that's out there with that doe, doesn't matter. I'm not saying
This is a trade secret, by the way.
Yep. So I'm not talking.
I don't really like to give this out.
I'm not talking that 4-year-old, 5-year-old with a doe. I'm talking that any buck with a doe. If she's right and he's with her, she's doing that like Nate said that.
Bucks do it too.
That like you're ticking like a clock, almost.
Yeah.
When he's with her, it's almost like that grunt that he's not.
Does almost have a little more wheeze to it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But definitely. Man, if you you had it right there.
That tick.
Yeah, you had the tick right there.
Yeah. So, and again, every grunt's going to be a little different. So pull that call apart, play with your read and with your thing. But if you got that, and then if you even give, I'm a big fan of that. If you got that buck out there and you can see him, it's going with it.
My favorite is when they're at 50 yards and people go.
Deer don't fucking do that.
No, another deer sees another deer at 50 yards. It's this. I'm blowing the wrong end.
Yeah, bucks aren't screaming at each other, dude.
They're saying, "Hey, buddy, fuck you," with their ears pinned back, and they're like, "I run this shit," or "I'm challenging you," or if they have no desire to challenge that other buck, they're just not. They're not doing it.
They might change the tone, but it's not like.
And don't grunt right at them.
Fucking elk bugle at 'em.
If the buck's over there, grunt that way. Make him sound farther away than what he is. Maybe that buck will make a move.
Mm-hmm. No, and again, grunting in the right situation, like if your wind is blowing over a bedding area, don't fucking grunt at it. Think about it a little bit.
Blind grunting really never worked for me. Now, if I mixed
If
in
you're
a
right,
little,
if you're in the right situation,
if I mixed in a little rattling with the blind grunting, I would say yes. But I feel like rattling brings the deer in or bucks in more than grunting.
see you like the rattle. I would more go grunt than rattle. For me, because if I'm sitting
Blindly, I don't see anything. I'm just trying to draw something in.
Yep,
I would rather go rattle.
Depending on so depending on wind, little bit more wind, 5 to 10, rattle, less than 5 or 5, I would say grunt. But it's all again depending on same thing. Like I'm not gonna rattle upwind of a bedding area. Like I will grunt with that bedding area position, right, too. So like you have to look at your situation where you're calling from if you're calling before you even call. So like I mean there's only been a couple bucks over there that I've called in. I would say that I called in.
And then how often do you call in between?
So if it's if it's the right situation, right scenario, I'm calling maybe
Hot and heavy rut.
15,
That's the situation.
15, 20 minutes maybe. If I'm not seeing deer. If I'm seeing deer, I don't fucking touch it. Why? What if you're seeing bucks cruise or does filter through? Why the fuck are you calling? Because
I always did every half hour.
That's a good time frame too. But if you're seeing deer consistently, why would you call? And that buck that's in that upper age class, why would you try to call to educate that deer? That deer is most likely, not always, but most likely, depending on where he's coming from, going to try to circle down to catch the wind of that situation before he approaches that situation. Or if you're in the absolute right situation and he's upwind from you, he's going to come into that situation and go, I can't see a fucking deer right now. So you have to look at the situation where you're calling from with multiple angles, meaning, does it fit right now for what I'm doing? Is how aggressive or non-aggressive I'm calling fit for the situation? Like, I haven't picked up my grunt call and grunted once yet.
No. It's got to be the right time of year to be calling. So I would say
Next
probably
week.
25th on.
Yep, next week.
Start
Boom,
rattling,
done.
start blind grunting, rattling, stuff like that.
Or being willing to, and again, early season, I might grunt at a deer if he's.
And I don't do it about every half hour, every 20 minutes, roughly.
If it was, right situation. Yep. So, but again, deer are 100% different. I grunted.
Controversy, some don't.
Some like that aggressive frame. Some don't, dude. Like Donald, he was not aggressive at all. Donald wasn't aggressive. You could grunt at that deer, he wouldn't turn. Curly was the same fucking way, dude. Curly, the year before I killed Curly, I grunted at him. I think 2 different sits. That motherfucker pick his head up, he'd look over that way, and he would turn and go the other way. He was not a fighter. And again, no broken tines, no nothing. Just a straight 100-inch, 115-inch, 8-point. That's him.
I think he went 118.
Or whatever he was. I don't know. So, but I mean, even before that. So, like, he's sub 120 buck.
What did he age out at?
5.5. So, same thing. We talk about it all the time. Deer are different, dude. And then you have, like, my biggest buck that I never sent his teeth out, but we estimated him, the one on the left side of the TV. My 146 and change. He was 3.5, based on tooth wear. We didn't send his teeth out, but
Probably 4.
I think he's 4. I do. I mean, we figured he was 3 at least, but tooth wear said 3. We figured he was 4, but whatever. We never sent his teeth out to get aged. He was the same thing, dude. He was we called him right in. I called him right into the base of the tree that day, and shot him. Hot doe, early November. Right place, right time, right buck. Right buck. But then other ones, dude, I've had them go right away. Bud. I killed Bud on a blind grunt. I'm trying to think what other deer I've grunted in. I've grunted in Bud. I grunted in a 10-point. I really haven't grunted that many bucks in, dude. No. You've killed more bucks on a grunts than I have.
Not grunts, rattles.
Okay, maybe that's where I'm falling short.
Rocky. The 8-point on the boulevard. the 6 that's skull mounted in my barn. I feel like, didn't I do one last year? Did I call one in last year? No, I didn't call one in last year. I don't know. Probably 3-4 of them definitely called in, like blindly, like rattled, did a little grunt sequence. Burp, burp,
Oh,
burp,
dude, I've never
burp.
seen a buck and then called him in.
No, if I
Out
see
of
him,
all those, okay,
no, it's always been a blind call. I've never seen one and called him in.
yeah, it's always been right place.
I've called Forkies and basket rack 6s in.
Sure,
But
but I've never
a good buck.
No, I've never looked at a buck. And maybe this is just New York too, but like I've never looked at a buck and been like, I'm calling that deer in. And successfully called him in. I've seen deer, dude. I've tried.
Because I know he wasn't coming my way.
Yep.
I've tried.
Yep. Cruiser or whatever. I take that back. I did grunt that big 8-pointer in that one fucking time, and I shot right underneath him. I did do that. I saw him. He was cruising. I grunted him. He turned around, came in. That was it. That's the only buck I've ever intentionally called at that I saw to come back around to shoot.
Usually if you call at them, they circle you. And if they're smart enough, which usually these bigger guys are, they catch you and they're fucking gone. They always circle
or they look.
They circle you before they come in.
Or they'll same thing. Like I said, they'll look at you and go, "There's no deer over there." Yeah. I don't fucking see a deer.
Yeah. That's usually what happens. But sometimes they'll circle you. And they get downwind, they're like, nah.
No, gone.
I'm out.
Yeah, forget it. Yeah, dude. I mean, there's no...
They're fun to play with.
I mean, you can grunt. I mean, I've grunted.
And it's honestly good practice. You got a little Forky out there, nothing else is happening, just fuck around with him. See what he responds to.
I've
See
done
what he
that.
doesn't.
I've been there, done that.
You got to. How else are you going to learn?
Yep.
See what works.
Yep. I've been there, done that. Grunted them in. Came in, got a little video of them. I like it.
Yeah, it's fun. Then when he starts walking away after you grunt him in again. He'll come back. He's stupid.
It's just like, fuck it. Call him in, let him leave, call him back, let him leave, call him back, shoot him. Fuck it. Maybe that third time he came in, he tripped a trigger. But no, it's all situation dependent, dude. Like there's stands I won't grunt out of. And there's stands that I'll sit there and if my wind's good, my thermal's good or whatever, I'll grunt all day long. Literally. So, it all depends.
I got a couple guys I'm working with right now, trying to teach them about thermals, wind direction. It's amazing how many people don't know north, south, east, west. And then how confused they get when you said, well, it's a north wind. They think the wind's blowing
and they go,
north.
And they go.
They think the wind's blowing north. I'm like, no, the wind's coming from the north.
Yep.
That's
how that works.
And they're 30-something years old.
Or more. Or whatever. Yep. So.
Amazing.
Little hour and 25 minute show. Good?
Yeah. Wrap it up.
Okay.
Let's get out of here. You gotta work on your tick. I need to bring my mad call out and show you how it's done.
Alright. Fine. Alright, guys. So, thank you to all of our sponsors. We'll get the end video tied up before the end of the show. We'll give them a quick little shout out. We got Busy Bee Chiropractic, M&R Firewood,
Fireworks. No, Firewood.
Yep. Pierce Metalworks, Phelps Fire Department, Heritage Outdoor Sports, and the Finger Lakes team of Whitetail Properties Real Estate, as well as your Hunter Proof Whitetails podcast. We'll get you guys all in the exit video before the next episode, and we'll catch you all next time, whether we're down here at the bar or at the shop.
Yep. Thank you.
All right.
See
See you.
Man, we were